So I'm going to be doing a look for you today with a palette 1 from Unique. Okay, let's get started. I already moisturized my face, so now we are going to prime. I'm using the Glorious Face Primer. This is just a sample, so I'm all out of that. So I'm going to switch over to a different moisturizer until I can get some new. Or not moisturizer, sorry. Primer. This primer is alright, but I love the Glorious Face Primer. It's just so much smoother and just feels so much lighter. And what primer does is helps your makeup stay on longer. And like sometimes it can help like with your like textures in your skin and stuff, and just kind of tries to smooth it out and fills your pores. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna move on to eyes. Let's see here. What look should I do today? If I can find my brush. Here it is. I'm gonna start out with this color right here. Elated is what it's called, I believe. If I pronounced that right. Oh wait. We should actually put our Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer on over my eyes as like a primer. To even out all the veins or dark spots. You really don't need a lot of this of this concealer, because a little bit goes such a long way. And I have mine in the color Scarlet. Okay, let that dry a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna set that concealer with a foundation powder, Elated, so that my colors will blend out nicely. You can't really see the color because it's just kind of like a nudie white color, but it works great. Okay, now I am going to put Chipper, this brown, light brown shade right here, on or in my crease. And this just kind of defines my crease a little bit and just kind of makes it, the colors pop. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect at first, because we're just going to blend it out. Blending brush. There it is. think I need a little bit more in like my inner corner here. It's alright if you mess up. We'll clean that up at the end. Okay. Next, I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to do, I always do Swanky, so I think I want to do the color Brassy today. And this is like this gold color. It's super beautiful. Like, now swatch it. It's really pretty. If you love golds and browns and like silvery sparkly colors, this palette definitely is the palette for you. I love this palette so much. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of blend those two colors in together so it's not like such a harsh line. Now I'm going to go over to the other eye. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I need to set it with my powder, again, this lightest shade in the palette. Okay. And again, I'm going to go in with Chipper. This lighter brown shade right here in the crease. My left eye never turns out as great as my right. What it is. And also by like priming your eyes, it's a lot less, it's more easy for the shadows to be blended, but also sometimes like when you don't, the pigmentation sometimes isn't all the way there, or it's kind of blotchy. So that's why I like to blend mine, or not blend mine, I like to put primer on my eyes and the concealer. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you hear the noise in the background, it's just my kids singing and talking. They're 3. And they love to sing and jabber. Alright. Oh, probably should tell you. So I'm going again in with Brassy just on my lid. Blend those 2 colors in again. It looks a lot dark on this side, but it's really not. It's just, I kind of have a shadow. The lighting's not the best in my house. I'm trying to find good lighting, but see there, you can kind of see it a little bit better. Not the best at blending, but I try. You get better as you go. You can see that. Okay. And then for like my brow bone, I'm going to go in with I don't know if you can see that, with Sincere, this color right here. And this color is kind of like a sparkly silver. I can swatch that for you too so you can see. See, it's kind of a silvery. I don't know if you can really see that. Like I said, my lighting's really bad, so it's kind of a silvery. I like to use it as a highlight too, mixed with Hopeful, and you'll see that here a little bit. My brow bone. So, take it and stick it in my brow. And some people don't like shimmers in their brow bone. Some like it matte. That's alright. But I like to have, sometimes I like to have matte, but most of the time I really like a shimmery effect. See? Ooh. And I think actually I might, let's see, I'm trying to find my blending brush. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry, I had to pause that. My kids were getting into something. Alright, so I'm going to take, I believe it's Forthright. It's this darker brown shade. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. I'll swatch that also for you, so you can see what that looks like. Let's see. I'll put that shadow. I don't have primer on my hand, so that's why it's kind of blotchy. That's why, like, primer is super important, so that your shadows and like your makeup and stuff isn't blotchy. Okay, so now do some, stick it in the corner. I gotta put my hair back for this. I don't want it to be too harsh. I wish my lighting was better so you guys could see this better. But I'll take a picture after and post too. I'm just gonna blend that in. Okay. Okay. Do the same to the other side. I think I need to use some instant lifting serum by my eyelids. I always, when I try to put on my eyeshadow, like darker colors on my eyeshadow, I always have like this line right here, and it's like a wrinkle or something. Bugs me. Oh well. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to my foundation. I like to do like my lashes and eyeliner last. Just, I don't know why, but that's just what I like. And I'm going to be using our Mineral Touch Cream Foundation. I'll show you what it looks like inside. You open it up, and I have the sponge right here, but you have a sponge usually right in here. Oh, right in here. And then there's a little thing protecting like the foundation, and I really like that because then your foundation doesn't really get like dirty or have stuff get into it. You know how that goes. And this is what it looks like. Cream foundation. And my color is, I have the color Velour right here because I have more of like yellow tones in my skin. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using the sponge that came with it. It's kind of dirty. Okay. I love this foundation. It feels so hydrating. If you don't like liquid foundations or like matte foundation, then I would recommend this cream foundation. It's kind of like a satin finish, I would say. I always like to use powder over it just to set it so it lasts all day. Usually I use a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, which works really good, but I can't find mine right now. But I do have this sponge damp. It goes on a little bit easier. And I just feel like it doesn't waste as much product. If you have any questions on anything, feel free to message me on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Sometimes I like to mix this foundation, or the liquid foundation, and the cream foundation together for a little bit of a more high coverage. Next I'm going to be moving on to powder. I don't have any unique powder yet, but so I'm using a different loose powder. I really want to get the unique powder because I've heard such good things about it and watched videos, and it looks so awesome. Oh shoot, I shouldn't do by my eyes because I have to put I like to put concealer underneath my eyes because I like my eyes to be like, I like to get them brighter underneath, and I just kind of do a triangle. You'll see that. And I'm just gonna stick it on like a clean part of my hand right here, and just to warm it up. And like I said, you really do not need a lot. Like I'm just doing like that much because it is so like, it's thick, but it's like really good coverage. And I'm just using a concealer brush to apply that, and then I'm gonna use a sponge and blend it out. Okay, that's to get right up there. And no, I don't have eyeliner on, it's just like leftover eyeliner, because our unique eyeliner stays on like so good. It's like, it's so hard to, sometimes it's hard to get off, but if you don't have our shine wipes, it's harder to get off. But our shine wipes are amazing. They literally take off anything. And like with our 3D fiber mascara, it takes them off so easy. But if you use like any other type of makeup cloth, it is so hard to get off. But that's a good thing because Unique's amazing. Okay, now I'm going to take the other side of my sponge that I didn't use the foundation on to blend in my concealer. just kind of brightens it up. Can't really, like I said, you cannot really see that well because I don't have such good lighting, but now I'm just going to set that with powder. And I kind of light it. I kind of like to kind of let it set in there and just kind of bake a little bit, just because I have such bad creases underneath my my eyes, and they crease really bad. So if you set it with a powder and let it sit there a little bit and then brush it off, you shouldn't have any creases, or if you do, it will just like minimize how many creases you have under there. Okay, now while that's sitting, I'm just gonna powder the rest of my face. And I like to tap my powder in, because sometimes if you don't tap the powder in, your foundation will move and then you'll have spots. But okay, that's it. I'm just gonna brush that away. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to contour, or try to contour, I should say, my cheekbones. And I don't have a unique, the contour kit or anything, so I'm just using e.l.f. right now. And it's okay to mix your unique products together. It's alright. I don't really go that far down. It looks scary right now, but I promise you I'm going to blend it out. It won't look scary anymore. Now I'm just going to go back in with that powder brush and use some like the leftover powder and just blend that in so it's not so harsh. It's still dark, but I like the I like to make it look like a bit of a shadow. And I sometimes like doing like my jaw line too, just because if you have more of like a bigger face, I just don't like this, so I'm gonna go under here to cast a shadow to try to make it not noticeable. It just makes you look like you have good cheekbones and jawline. You can give yourself a jawline. Which is nice. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going in and I'm going to highlight my face. So, and I like to use my finger just so it's not so like bam in your face. And for my highlight, I'm going to use two different things. I'm going to use Sincere again. That's that light color I swatched for you right here. And I'm also going to be using Hopeful. It's a cream shadow. Dries to a powder. It's amazing. So, this is what I like to do. And it's not like super bright. It's just kind of like subtle, which I like. Sometimes I like a bright highlighter, but most of the time I like it kind of subtle. Just because I have so much texture on my skin. So I like to bring it down my nose. And right here. Now I'm going to go in with Hopeful. And I will swatch that for you as well. Having long nails, it gets under your nails. So trying to get it not in your nails is kind of hard. Okay. Let's see here. It's right here. Can't really see that. Okay, let's see. Get a little bit more. It's just a really pretty, like, pale, like a champagne-y pink color. I absolutely love this cream shadow. Sorry this video is so long, but I just wanted to tell you guys, like, kind of give you an idea of, like, or tell you why I like to do certain things and, like, why a primer is important and stuff like that. If you didn't know. I didn't really start getting into like primer and stuff. There's a fly. Primer and stuff. Until about a year ago. I really didn't know what primer was for. I was like, oh, I don't need that. Or moisturizer or anything like that. But now I realize the importance of it. And it does just so many amazing things for your skin. Okay, next I'm going to do our unique eyeliner, and I have black. The color, it's just a black liner. I don't know if you can see that well. And this is in the color Perfect. My camera doesn't really focus. I'm using my phone, so. Okay, I'm just gonna. I know this might gross you out, but this is just how I like to do it, because I like to get it right up in my waterline and stuff. And this eyeliner is so dark. I absolutely love it. Next, we're going to move on to the mascara, and I'm going to be using our Moodstruck 3D Fiber Mascara, Lash Mascara. And these are the fibers. Oh, I should probably. This is the mascara. It's like this. And this is the fibers. Looks like this. And it has a little, like, window right here that you can see through. Like, you can see how much fibers you have left, and same with the mascara. Kind of, it gets black, so you can't really see with mascara, but you can tell. The mascara lasts about 6 months, so that's really good. I mean, most mascaras last like not that long, or they dry out really fast. So, you know, I'm going to be. Let's see. I'm gonna use a mirror so I can see a little bit better. Yeah, clean it off. Okay, there we go. And I like to, like, when I'm doing this and I use the mirror, I like to hold both of them in my hand, because if I don't do that, I end up mixing what one goes into which, and I've stuck I can't tell you how many times I've stuck my fibers into my mascara, and that really sucks, because then it clumps your mascara up, and yeah, it's just not good. You want to, the reason I'm twisting this is because with this, it comes out better if you just twist it. So, let's do it. I don't know if you can see that down there. And I like to put this on just as I would do my mascara, like a normal mascara. I like to put a pretty good layer on there just so that my lashes look a little bit longer and vibrant when I stick on my fibers. Okay, now we're ready for fibers. And it's alright if some like fall out, you can just wipe it away, it's no big deal. Okay, let me just not work with it. Let me try to get closer into the camera. Like I said, it's alright if you mess up and get a little mascara on your face. Just let it dry and use like a Q-tip or something like that to get it off. I always get mascara on my face. All the time. You can do as many coats as you want with this. It just depends on how you want your, how long or how thick you want your lashes to be. And you want to lock in the fibers like I'm doing with the mascara, otherwise, because if you don't lock them in, then they will fall over your face and they won't be there. So okay. Let me see if I can get closer up so you can see the difference. I'm going to do the other eye.